Hello, I'm Laura. Welcome to Press A to Start episode 3 for the Fragmentality on YouTube. After Chris on Slight News covered the fact that the Xbox 720, codenamed Durango, is rumoured to be an always online console, Icarus, more leaks from developers who have had access to it report that each one is distinctly marked with zebra-like stripes when it gets to them. While this is something that will almost certainly be gone by the time that the console hits the shelves later this year, hopefully, many think that Microsoft are doing this to prevent the people that have got the console and the hardware to leak any pictures or information online. Then they'll be able to trace the distinctive looking devices back to the game developers, then to cast them into the gaming abyss from which they would never return. Another thought coming from Kotaku is that Microsoft are actually using an old wartime tactic once used to disguise ships. So those that look at or photograph the system will find it harder to pick out the lines and edges, and are using this pattern so that cameras would have a harder job taking pictures of the device. Maybe a little from column B, but probably a wee bit more from column A. Also on the Xbox, Mojang have released Title Update 9 for the hugely popular console version of Minecraft, which finally adds the end to the game. If you smell what the notch is cooking. This includes new Ender Dragon behaviours, and players will finally be able to step through the Ender portals on their consoles, instead of facing the immensely anticlimactic scene of just standing there and looking at it, like I did. Alongside this come new climbable vines, new music from C418, and tons of crafting updates and bug fixes, like turning down the volume in those ghast screams. Do you remember the first time you heard that? Terrifying. And on Wednesday the 3rd of April, gamers felt a great disturbance in the force, as if the voices of 150 game developers were suddenly silenced. This was because Disney chose to shut down Lucasarts, the company behind the Star Wars video game franchise, as well as many others. Both Star Wars games that were in the pipeline have now been axed. Star Wars First Assault and the rather promising looking Star Wars 1313, which has now been revealed that it would have been focused more on everyone's favourite bounty hunter, Boba Fett. While admittedly there's been a slew of terrible Star Wars video games from LucasArts, let's take time to reflect on the good ones. Like Rogue Squadron, Knights of the Old Republic, and what might have been with 1313. Now that the House of Mouse is in charge, I'm sure that Disney won't allow this to be the end of various Star Wars games that are going to be pumped out. But it certainly marks the end of an era. Sad about LucasArts. Relieved that finally we're going to get an end on the Xbox 360 to Minecraft. Leave me your thoughts in the comments box below. Don't forget to like, click that thumbs up for me, and subscribe to more great content from the Fragmentality on YouTube.